You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, what's up hoodies? How y'all doing this wonderful morning? Please come on in and make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, and of course if you are new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. And also we do have members, so you need to sign up for the membership. Just hit the join button for that. And also please feel free to donate for the commentary this morning, because the commentary is gonna be commentarying, okay? The commentary gonna be okay. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, again, make sure you like and share the video. My moderators, if you are in here, I know it's early, so I don't know who's all here, but please make sure you are dropping the Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And again, good morning to everyone. You guys know, everybody already knows, especially if you're in the B sector, that there has been a lot of cases going on, a lot of court cases, a lot of people filing charges on people, and some of them are fraudulent, okay, manufactured charges, just like some of these manufactured beasts on the YouTube B sector, right? So a particular case we're going to cover this morning, and for y'all who have never heard me cover a case, I like to be very detailed. So I know y'all done heard several people discussing the case already, but I'm just going to say we are going to really discuss this case this morning regarding KiKi Prime and aka Samantha and all kind of other names she done went by in the last 6, 7, 8, 11 years, and VS Icon. So they have had a case where VS had basically was putting charges on KiKi for basically falsifying information, defamation, lying to the police, just all kind of stuff, harassment. I mean, it's just all kind of stuff that KiKi was allegedly doing, even though some of us has been watching this interaction between the two for years. A lot of people don't really know how in depth it goes, or how involved the two were or were not, I should say. But we are going to get all up into this commentary today about the case, because KiKi even went live yesterday. I mean, just wilding out like she always do, yelling and screaming and playing victim like she always do. Okay. Let me just get right into it. And let me just say shout out to some of y'all who coming in. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, Mods, could you please greet the people in the chat, because I'm going to go and I'm going to keep going until I'm done, because it's a lot. Okay. So no disrespect to the people who's telling me, hey, in the chat, just speak back and forth with the moderators. After I'm all done, then I'll go back through the chat. And if anybody wants to hit the link, I'll allow you to hit the link after I'm done. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let me start. I'm going to start from the beginning, and we're going to go through the whole court session, okay? The whole court session, detail by detail. Now, first of all, the court session was yesterday, and it was a civil case, and VS was asking for $5,000. Of course, since it was small claims, small claims, you don't really get an attorney for that. So, of course, they were both self-representing themselves. I don't want to give her real name. But a lot of people already know KiKi's real name, and y'all know VS' real name too. So I'm going to just say VS and KiKi. They were both representing themselves. And so court was yesterday, and it was basically a contest. It was a civil hearing on the 20th of February. And then it was to be continued until yesterday. And yesterday was a contested hearing. So let's get into it, y'all. All right, let me get a sip of water. And come on in, like and share the video. Y'all get those likes up. Please keep an eye on the likes, moderator, because like I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to keep going until I'm done, all right? Because it's a lot. Okay, so yesterday, VS and KiKi had court. VS again asked for $5,000, but the judge said, you know, he wanted to be fair, so he was willing to listen to the entire court session and listen to both the plaintiff and the defendant, okay? Excuse me. Now, VS had thought that they might have the same judge, but they didn't. It was a different judge this time. So, of course, you know, she had to go through her whole spiel, say all her parts. KiKi was allowed to say all her spiel. But first, before they even got into the courthouse, it was going down in the parking lot. KiKi, when she saw VS, now mind you, it was a parking lot. It was early in the morning, parking lot full, hardly nowhere to park. The parking lot was damn near full. VS had parked near KiKi. KiKi on her live said they parked right next door. I mean, next door, right next to each other. VS parked nearby KiKi. KiKi, once she saw VS, she immediately got out of her car, got in her car, drove behind VS car, parked directly behind VS car, and started taking pictures of her vehicle, all around her vehicle, started taking pictures of her license plates on her car, started taking pictures of VS herself. This was before court was even started. VS just ignored her, paid her dust, and because VS knows all this is on camera, just like the whole Walmart incident, by the way, all on camera. So VS paid her dust, just went on into the courtroom while KiKi was out there, you know, taking her pictures and recording or whatever. So in the courtroom, as far as the presentation, KiKi said VS was looking bad, scrumpy or scrub, whatever she wanted to call her, right? She was saying that about VS. And I'm just trying to picture in my head how VS was looking from what KiKi was saying. And it didn't sit right with me. But we all know KiKi puts 20 on 10, right? Especially when she's really trying to play victim. So anyway, in reality, VS was dressed really nice. She had a really nice dress on, a very simple dress. She had a ponytail in her hair. She was looking professional. She had her paperwork, you know, her carrying case for her paperwork, you know, looking presentable. On the other hand, as far as KiKi, she had on some crazy looking wig. You know, it was kind of like a Nicki Minaj wig, but not that well kept. It was scruffy looking. It was uncombed. And then she had on them big ass glasses, some big ass glasses like she typically wears, right? Okay, now that we got that out the way. So the judge tells VS, well, of course he used her real name. Tell me why we are here. VS told the judge about the Walmart incident. You know, when KiKi pulled up to her with that African guy. And then VS told the judge how she had got out the car when she saw KiKi and asked her, was she following her? And basically, the Walmart was closed. We all heard the story from her, and we heard KiKi's part. We heard VS part, that the Walmart was closed, and VS was there to pick up her son, who we all know is also autistic. So VS was picking him up from work. And the Walmart, again, was closed. Per VS, the Walmart parking lot was basically empty, besides a couple of cars, you know, from people who worked there. So she went on to say that she was there to pick up her son. VS was at the car at first, and KiKi walked up to the door of the door of the Walmart, and she stood by the door while the African dude stayed back in the car. VS told the judge there was no reason for KiKi to still be at the door once she realized the Walmart was closed. And so VS was worried about maybe something maybe happening to her son. She didn't know why KiKi was there. She didn't know why the African was there. They definitely wasn't there to get jiggy with it. Okay. And again, her son is autistic. So what VS told the judge she did was she pulled up by the car so her son can get right in once he came outside of work. And also being that, you know, we all know what the possibility could happen at this type of situation. VS also, once her son came out, after hearing KiKi say that she's going to call the police and say that she got guns on her or guns in her car, VS felt the need to call the cops herself because of the fact that she was with her son. Her son is autistic, and although he is able to drive, he is able to go to college, he is able to keep a checkbook balance, he is able to work. You know, he can do a lot of things, you know, just like regular people. But still, she was concerned because cops were now going to be involved. And you know how it can get when somebody called the cops on you saying you got a gun. Okay, so I'm going to just leave that right there. So VS told the judge she called the cops herself. And when the cops got there, she stood right there in military stance, military position, with her hands behind her back the entire time before the cops even got there, because again, she wanted to be seen on cameras to make sure if KiKi tells any more lies, then they can see on camera that VS was not bothering her. She was just standing there waiting on her son to get off of work, okay? So VS told the operator that she called them because of the fact that KiKi had called the cops on her. So after KiKi called the cops, VS called the cops and told them, this lady is calling the cops saying that I got guns, my son is out here, he's autistic, I don't know what's going to happen. Even though he's able to do quite a lot of things like normal people, not that he's not normal, so don't get it twisted. But she said in certain situations, like if the cop is demanding them to follow orders or do something specifically, if he doesn't follow specifically the orders that he is being commanded, who knows what could happen? That can really lead to something happening. And then also, VS didn't want to leave the store because of the fact that if they were to leave and then the cops would follow behind them, again, who knows what could happen. So that's why she told the judge that she stayed right there with her hands behind her back, waiting for the police to come. Okay? We y'all with me? Now, a lot of stuff we done heard, but we're actually talking about the case and the evidence and what was said in the courtroom. Okay. So she sat there and she waited for the cops. The cops on the operator on the phone told her, okay, I understand. I got you. Just sit right there, sit in your car and put your emergency lights on until the cops get there. Then VS went on to tell the judge that KiKi told the cops once they got there, not only did she say that she had guns in her car, but when the cops got there, KiKi told them that she wanted VS arrested because VS had asked her for a threesome. The police who was on the scene immediately started laughing it off. Like, what? You want us to arrest her because she asked you for a threesome? And then the police was like, but that's not a crime. That's not a crime to ask somebody for a threesome. Then KiKi got mad at the police officers, started screaming that VS got a warrant, that she's still on probation, that she's violating her probation. So the officers asked VS for her license and they ran it and found out that it was clear and told VS she could leave with her son. Okay. So then by the time VS almost got home, she saw KiKi coming up on her. So she pulled over, to get some gas because obviously she just wanted to stall out because she didn't want KiKi to follow her or figure out where she lived or anything like that. But if y'all remember, by the time KiKi left the Walmart, by the time VS saw her past the gas station or near the gas station, KiKi was already on live. Y'all remember KiKi came right on live, and we know who channel she had got on, so I ain't even gonna say who channel it was, but y'all know who channel it was that she got on. And moderators, please again greet the people in the chat if you can for me and drop the cash app because I'm just going to go through this until I'm done, right? Because it's a lot, okay? So thank you so much. I appreciate my moderators. And I appreciate everybody who's coming in. So make sure you like and share the video, please and thank you. And hit the Cash App. Feel free. So, excuse me. Again, KiKi was already on live. Like she damn near left the Walmart, jumped on the live, jumped on somebody's live, just laughing and making jokes about, yeah, I called the police on that bitch. She was telling the audience of the content creator that she was going to keep doing it. She was describing VS's son, describing VS's vehicle, all kind of things like that. Y'all remember that on the live? She was telling where VS son works, all that kind of stuff on the live, right? So of course, VS, she eventually had her son quit. You know, he can find a job somewhere else because she ain't trying to have these issues at her job, at her son's job with KiKi, right? So VS also told the judge that KiKi didn't try to send her a restraining order until VS sent her a cease and desist letter. And on the restraining order, KiKi put that VS sent some girls to jump her. So VS gave the judge proof that it was a company that served KiKi that she paid $300 for. I want y'all to just keep track of the lies. Just do that for me, okay? Then VS had to go fight, you know, she had to go beat that restraining order, so she had to fight to beat the restraining order. KiKi went to telling the judge all kind of shit, like VS practices witchcraft, and VS was like, yeah, Your Honor, I mean, I know people who practice that stuff. I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi. I mean, it's not uncommon for people down there in them parts, you know, Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, you know, stuff like that. And then VS also has the 911 transcripts for the call. KiKi was lying, saying that she did not, like she has been doing. She even lied last night on her live, saying that she did not tell the cops that VS had guns in her car. So the judge put up the transcripts. He was like, ma'am, I'm looking at the 911 transcripts. The judge, he was like, I'm looking at the 911 transcripts. And you did in fact say that VS had guns in her car. It said that they were dispatched out to a white truck with guns. And the judge said, I have to really look at the evidence here. And if you thought she had guns in her car, or you were so scared of her, why didn't you leave? And KiKi was like, I don't know. The judge said, when your guy friend pulled up, the African, when he pulled up to the front door, why didn't you drive away? KiKi said, I don't know. Now keep in mind, the store was closed. The store was closed. Knock, knock, can't get in. But KiKi sat there at the door while VS was waiting for her son. So as far as the evidence, VS showed the judge more evidence. She showed a pic of KiKi showing papers that she was served online. When KiKi got her papers, she was online showing the papers that she was served. And KiKi said online that the next person that comes to her house will be casket clean because she was going to put them down. That's one thing that the judge did see. VS also showed a pic of KiKi in a chat saying, yeah, I put up on that bitch at Walmart. So where's my respect at? But as far as the videos go, the judge really didn't want to see any videos. He wanted to see evidence. He wanted to see only things that had to do with the Walmart incident, right? He didn't want to see all this other shit. And that was with VS too, not just with KiKi. He was like, the only thing I want y'all to show me is the shit that happened at Walmart, because this is what this case is about. So as far as the videos, the judge didn't want to see any videos from her or KiKi unless it had something to do with the Walmart incident. And even though the judge did see a video of KiKi saying to VS that she wasn't scared of her and that she'll beat her ass. KiKi also had a video. Also had more videos, but the judge didn't want to see it. The video that KiKi had was from years ago. Y'all know when VS used to work at where she used to work at, and she used to do security. And at one point, she had a gun in her hand. KiKi even showed that to the judge. This was years ago. Like, what's this? 2024. This was years ago. But VS never used the gun to threaten anybody, right? So, moving right on. Then KiKi told the judge that she just wants this to be over. I don't know if she thought she was losing, but she said she wanted it to be over. She said, I just want to leave her alone. I want VS to leave me alone. She went into details about her job. KiKi went into details about her job, giving out her job description, telling the job what all she does at her job, how she helps others. And I will not dox her, so I will not tell exactly what she does for a living or who she works for. I will not. But she went into details telling that information to the judge. And the judge and everybody else in the courtroom was looking at her like, Ann, what does this have to do with Walmart? Child. But anyway, after that, everybody's looking at her like she crazy. KiKi said, back in the day, back in the gap, I did have some issues. But she said, I've gotten myself together since then. I'm not the VS on the other side, KiKi told the judge, has caused so much destruction. So for so many people, she done talked about the dead, she babies, she done talked about all kind of stuff, but nothing that had to do with Walmart. Again. So VS, she's already seeing what KiKi doing, right? So she's like, let me beat her to the chase. Let me beat her to the jump. So VS started telling the judge about IHOP Gate. She brought it up because she knew since KiKi was bringing up all this other shit that happened 3, 4, 5, 11 years ago, that she was eventually going to get around to the IHOP Gate, right? So VS brought up the IHOP Gate. She told the judge what happened, how she deserved. She told the judge, I deserve to go to jail. I put my hand on somebody. I pled guilty. I did 3 years of probation, even though they let me off in a year and a half. I was off the internet for 3 years, by the sentencing. She said, I did my time. I did the crime. I did the time. And, I'm good. She's like, I haven't been in trouble since then. Matter of fact, I never was in trouble before then. But she said, I haven't been in trouble since then. I haven't done anything to anybody. But she told the judge, KiKi will not let this go, even though the person she put her hands on wasn't KiKi. It wasn't even KiKi's friend or a family member or her child, but KiKi, for some reason, won't let it go. That's what VS told the judge. So KiKi, just like she always doing, just like she was doing last night on her video, was putting 20 on 10 when discussing VS's past with the judge, right? And she said she was coming. The judge asked her, okay, back to Walmart. Can we please get back to the Walmart? So after KiKi finished giving her bio and giving her, VS some of her past, the judge was like, okay, can we get back to the Walmart stuff? So then KiKi said she was coming from Baltimore, and she said the parking lot wasn't empty. So at the time Walmart was closed and nobody was coming in and out, KiKi told the judge the parking lot wasn't empty, to make it seem like why she parked right next to VS. And the judge said, well, was the Walmart closed? And KiKi said, yes. KiKi said, we didn't know that until I got up to the door, though. And KiKi said, we did park right next to VS, and I did know that was VS. And she also told the judge, VS did ask me, was I following her? And the judge said, when you saw VS, why didn't you turn around and leave? And KiKi said, Your Honor, because I really needed to get to my Walmart real bad. Now, mind you, KiKi's whole case is that she's scared of VS and that she's known to be violent. She has violent tendencies. She was on probation. She went to jail, right? So the judge said, well, when you saw her, when you parked right next to her car, before you even got out of her car, and you did say that you noticed VS and you know her, you knew her, you saw her. So why didn't you turn around and leave? And she said, because, Your Honor, I really needed to get to my Walmart real bad. Who child? So the judge went on to say, well, why did you stay at the front of the store after you realized that the Walmart was closed instead of leaving? And then she told the judge that she didn't want to go back past VS' car because she has a violent history. So that's why she stayed at the front of the Walmart store and didn't leave, because she didn't want to walk past VS' car because she has a violent history. The judge said, well, why, when your African friend drove up there to the door, why didn't you leave then? Because then it was y'all two and VS was by herself. Guns. You know that she had guns. If you went to the store, to the door of the store, and you didn't see any guns when you walked past her car. And again, KiKi said, because she has a history of guns and a history of violence. And the judge said, and how long ago was this history of guns? KiKi said about 2018. The judge again says, but what does this have to do with Walmart? KiKi said again, because of her history. Yeah. Okay, so moving right along. The judge then started getting frustrated, talking about no. What does that have to do with Walmart? You didn't see any guns at Walmart, did you? KiKi replied, no. And she said, I didn't tell them that she had guns on her. I never told the police. I never told anyone that she had guns in her car. The judge said, but I'm looking at the transcripts. And it says that they were dispatched out to somebody in a white vehicle who had guns to their car at Walmart. He said, ma'am, I'm looking at the paperwork. It's in black and white. They came out to a white truck with guns in it. Okay. Now let's talk about a little bit of KiKi's evidence that she wanted to show. Now, one of the videos that she had, it was one of Sean Bradley's videos. She had brought up Sean Bradley, brought up show where VS was over there or something was said or something. The judge didn't want to see that. She also tried to play some of James Caldwell's video. You know, James, Spillerboy TV, Mother, Treasure Lane. She tried to play some of his videos as well. She also brought up the case of VS and 7 Stars. But VS also had some paperwork on her and 7 Stars, showing that the case that was closed or whatever is no longer ongoing. That one was dismissed. So the case that KiKi tried to bring up to the judge of VS and 7, that was dismissed. And the judge saw from VS when she handed him the information that it was in fact dismissed. VS, on her part, for her evidence, some of the things that she showed was 3 witness statements on her behalf. And after reading, the judge asked KiKi, do you happen to have any witness statements, ma'am? And she said, no. Y'all know what the judge said, y'all? The judge said, well, where is the man that you said was with you at the Walmart? He said, where is Mr. Jiggy with it? No witness statements, no witnesses, no nothing. Just a whole bunch of videos and screenshots and pictures from some shit that VS might have been involved back in the day with. Nothing that had to do with Walmart. So then, court was yesterday. So the judge was told by VS. When VS first went in there, she told the judge how when she pulled up near KiKi today, which was yesterday at court, when she pulled up near KiKi yesterday for court, she said KiKi got out her car. KiKi in her car, she parked right behind VS, like literally right behind her car, behind her vehicle, and started taking pictures of her car, her license plates, taking pictures of VS, things like that. And so the judge confronted KiKi about it. And he asked her, "Did you do this?" And it ain't like she can lie, because just like Walmart has a lot of cameras, the courthouse definitely has a lot of cameras. So KiKi, she said, "Yes, I did it." The judge said, "You just ain't gonna stop, are you?" KiKi like, "Huh?" The judge said, "You just not gonna stop, are you? You just ain't gonna stop." She was like, "What do you mean, Your Honor?" He said, "About what just happened in the parking lot just now. You out there taking pictures of her vehicle, taking pictures of her license plate, taking pictures of her court, and she's here basically as the plaintiff against you. What are you doing out there taking all those pictures of her car?" Child, she couldn't say shit. The judge like, "You just ain't gonna stop. You just ain't gonna stop." So then she started getting all belligerent, talking about, "But Your Honor, you're not listening to nothing I'm saying. You're not listening to my evidence. You don't want to watch my videos. You don't want to look at my screenshots. You don't want to." He said, "What does that have to do with Walmart?" He said, "No matter what she done in her past to somebody else that didn't have anything to do with you, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with Walmart?" Nothing. Nothing that KiKi presented on her behalf. Maybe she should have got a lawyer for small claims court. Even the lawyer would have took half if she would have won anything. But she didn't have anything valid to submit to the judge. And that's all the judge kept saying all through what does that have to do with Walmart? Now, we sat and listened to KiKi last night, and she was talking about how VS was up there crying and carrying along and boo-hooing and all that kind of stuff. Now, me in my mind, I'm thinking when I'm watching that, I'm like, KiKi, child, 20 on 10, of course. Now, VS was not crying. She was not boo-hooing. She was not boo-hooing. At all. She wasn't booing. I'm gonna just say that. We'll get back to that later. But KiKi was putting 20 on 10 last night on her video, like she always do, just like she did in court, putting 20 on 10, making herself look like the victim, right? As far as the judgment, as far as the conclusion, the judge, he was basically like, he had already, I think he made his decision like halfway into the court session. He probably had already made his decision by then. But he said it's basically not a matter of you winning, VS. It's not a matter of if you'll get anything. But he really wanted to be fair, because it was one of those cases. It was one of those Judge Mathis cases. Just, like Phi and QB, but this case wasn't manufactured like the one with Phi and QB. But it's an internet case. It's a YouTube case. It's some shit that judges, they don't be watching the B sector. They don't be watching all these shenanigans that be happening on here. So the judge was like, I just want to be fair. I just want to be fair. But then VS, I guess she was like, okay, just in case I'm not going to win, or, I'm sure VS was like, it does seem like it's in my favor. But then she started to go on and be like, well, Your Honor, my son had to quit his job, And the judge was looking at her like, ma'am, if you don't be quiet, I got you. I got you, boo. He said, it ain't about you getting something. It's how much you going to get. She was like, okay. VS was like, okay, Your Honor. And that was when KiKi really started cutting up, y'all. KiKi, boy. KiKi really started cutting up in the courtroom, in front of the judge, in front of your Honor. She was yelling, but Your Honor, you don't know her. You don't know her, Your Honor. She started screaming stuff like she be talking about dead people. She be talking about babies. She just like dead. She be talking about just belligerent. Just belligerent. She was like, I'm afraid of her, Your Honor. You don't understand. You didn't allow me, Your Honor, to play any videos, any evidence. This isn't fair, Your Honor. The judge held up his hand like, okay, you deserve an Oscar. Not really. But you do deserve, or you do have the right, should I say, to file an appeal. She has 10 days to file an appeal, right? So the judge said, you do have the rights to file an appeal. You can file an appeal on my decision. But just because you had a right to appeal don't mean you'll win. And if you don't win, it's going to be most likely more than $1,000 that I'm granting you, because he only granted VS $1,000. VS asked for $5,000. He said, I will give you $1,000 because I just want to be fair. So I'm giving you $1,000. That is the ruling. But again, to KiKi, he said, you do have 10 days to appeal. But if you appeal, it might end up being more that you owe. Especially, he said, especially after the stunt you just pulled in the parking lot. So he made it very clear to her. That parking lot stunt wasn't even in the case. It wasn't even part of the evidence, because we're only dealing with Walmart, which KiKi didn't understand or couldn't comprehend for some reason. But the incident that happened in the parking lot at court, before court, the judge said, especially after what you just pulled in the parking lot, you could be on VS more than $1,000. So, judgment for the plaintiff, $1,000. 1,001K. KiKi told the judge she wasn't paying shit. And then she went live last night saying she ain't paying shit. She made a video talking about, I ain't got it. She did a Tasha K with Cardi B. I ain't got it. But yes, it's $1,000 awarded to the plaintiff, VS. Basically, she was able to prove her case. And as far as the $1,000, it's a 6% interest starting yesterday until paid. So, as long as KiKi owes that money, it's a 6% interest being tacked on that until it's paid. So, if she really doesn't want to pay it, I guess she can appeal. She can try to appeal, but like the judge said, you might want to just take this one, just count your losses, pay the $1,000, even if you got to pay it in payments. And the judge, of course, they can basically force her to pay. She has a job. They know where she works. Matter of fact, they know her whole profession. They know what she does at work. KiKi was telling the judge, I'm here with her, this lady with a history of violence, when I could be at work helping people and doing this, that, and the third. I won't say where she works or what she exactly does for work, but she did let the judge know all of that. Yes, Cruiser. Yes, Cruiser. Yes. Now, I'm going to drop the link right now for anybody who wants to jump on the panel with me. I'm dropping the link right now. And again, you guys make sure you are liking and sharing the video. Thank you very much. And y'all feel free to hit the Cash App for the beautiful commentary if you like. Thank you very much. And yes, Cruiser, she told the judge that. She told the judge just that. She wasn't paying shit. Well, she didn't say it like that. She wasn't like, I ain't paying shit. She didn't say shit, stuff like that. But yeah, basically she said she ain't paying it. And then she further, continued on with it on her live last night saying she ain't paying it. It said, I'm gonna read you exactly what it says, Cruiser. It says 6% from April 9th, 24 until paid. That's exactly what it says. It says principal amount of $1,000, interest award 6% from April 9th, 2024 until paid. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Yum Yums. Now I'm going to start reading the chat, y'all. But if anybody wants to jump on here with me, let me know. But I'm going to start reading the chat. Yum Yum said, I remember telling VS, don't go to chat during that IHOP incident. Shaking my head. Yeah, a lot of us was warning VS even before the whole incident. Was like, don't go, VS. But she went anyway. And Cruiser said, what have we learned, boys and girls? Leave folks alone. Leave it on YouTube. Follow folk or show up where they are. It may cost you. Absolutely. What's up, YouTube cameras? What's up, Jill's Comfort Zone? Jill, I heard you over there reading on your pet. I was like, hold on. I think I'm on the wrong channel. I know this ain't Jill. Jill the cook? Jill the chef? Jill the one who makes all those delicious recipes and just be having it all looking beautiful and picture perfect? Not Jill. Jill was over there reading. Oh, girl, just Krista BBW down. I was like, oh, damn, I ain't never heard Jill speak like that before. I was like, I was here for it, though. I was like, oh, shit, I'm late. I didn't miss something. I had to go back and watch just Krista, some of her videos. Then I had to go back and watch some of Jill's. Then I had to go back and watch Lovely Love. I was going around and around just watching all kind of shit, trying to figure out what exactly was going on with Jill. You said I would let it add up to 5,000, then send her 1099 a C cancellation of debt. That has to be filed on taxes. Yep, you're right about that. If she's smart, she'll just pay it. I mean, of course, unless she's going to appeal, but I would not appeal it. I mean, for one, she didn't have any. The main thing the judge was concerned about was if you so scared and you so terrified, you knew Walmart was closed. You could have left. You could have easily left. What's up, CEO, little boss lady? Corio, how you doing? Deanna, how you doing? Cruiser, Paulette, how y'all doing? Doreena's blessed. What's up? Good morning. But yeah, the judge was just basically like, why are we here again? What's up, Dead Pill Reacts? How you doing? What's up? I subscribed to your channel the other day. I left you a few comments under your page, but yeah, y'all hit Dead Pill up. He is a YouTuber from my community, and when I say my community, I mean my hometown. So y'all hit him up, one of my fellow YouTubers, fellow hometown YouTubers. So make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Thank you. And he has a big channel. I was like, oh shit, I need to catch up. Like, he got a big platform, shoot, bigger than any of ours over here in the beef sector, that's for sure. But, Jill, now you know your food don't look nasty. You know your food don't look nasty. You know, shoot. Your food be looking delicious. I will eat off your plate. I will lick your plate any day. Okay. But yes, hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like and share button, and feel free to hit the Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402 for this court case commentary. I broke it down to you, right? There's another court case I'm going to be covering coming up here soon. The court case that involves my two sons, their friend who was murdered last week. I'm sure Dead Pill knows about that because, you know, we live in the same area. But yeah, I'm going to be following that court case closely. And by the way, that young man, his funeral is Friday. But yeah, he was murdered, and they're still trying to put the pieces together. They done arrested 4 people, 3 men and 1 lady. The 3 men, they have no bond. the lady, since she's an accessory, they charge her with accessory. So she has $1 million bond. So, she ain't getting out. But yeah, I will be following up on that and keeping y'all. I plan on actually attending and getting my little court pass. When I attend court session, I get my little pass, because the Hood Table is an actual entertainment company, LLC. So yes, we be in court cases from here to different around the cities, but we be up there, covering cases. But yeah, Yummy said KiKi was salty. Yeah, she was salty last night. I was like, if you wasn't there at the courthouse, you would just believe everything she said, and everybody in the courthouse and in her chat was just eating it up. Everybody in her chat was just eating it up. Like you lost. You lost. You wasn't afraid of that girl. You wasn't in fear of your life. You was there trying to antagonize her. You was trying to give her a reason to put her hands on you. Trying to give her a reason to get locked up again, kicked off of YouTube again. Baiting her. That's what it was, baiting her. That's what the whole thing was about. And the judge saw right through the bullshit. I don't know how many times he kept saying, and what does this have to do with Walmart? It don't matter who video you show, Sean Bradley, James, Seven, anybody else. It don't matter whose video you show the judge. The judge didn't want to see any of that bullshit. What's up, Miss Ray? How you doing? She did all that. She did all that. And more. But I'm like, for real, like you didn't even get out your car at the courthouse. Even like, y'all know how, okay, let me bring this back. Y'all remember when Sean Bradley was at the airport and old girl took a picture of him? What was her name? Old girl took a picture of him on the sneak. She had kids all in the picture and everything because Sean tall. So he was standing behind some kids. She had kids all in the picture and everything. What's up, CC and TV? What's up? And y'all remember that. And then she gave it to her homeboy who posted it on YouTube, right? So she didn't even try to be slick about it, stand behind a car, stand behind a tree, hang out in the bushes. She parked directly behind her car and just sat there taking a ton of photographs. And the judge said, you just ain't gonna stop. You just ain't gonna stop, are you? And then she was like, huh? What do you mean, Your Honor? What do you mean? He was like, you just not going to stop. You lucky it's only $1,000. You lucky. But appeal if you want to. And it might be the whole amount. Child. Boy, she could have got 5. She could have got 5. I think she could have got 5. Maybe if it was another judge. I mean, this judge, I have to give him credit. He saw right through the bullshit. But I think maybe on a different day, different judge, maybe she could have got the whole 5 because she deserves the whole 5. She definitely. You said she was acting like a whole Karen. I'm scared, but pull up to a Walmart. Thank you, but pull up to a Walmart. Like, are you serious? Like, first of all, I ain't never really been afraid of someone per se. You know what I mean? Like, somebody in your neighborhood. I ain't never really been afraid of nobody. I grew up in the hood fighting around gang members. All my family on all sides was either a blood crip or something else. So it wasn't nothing to be involved in some shit, fighting around people with guns, people going to jail. I got cousins who went to jail for murder, drugs, all kind of shit. That's just my background, which I've shared with you guys a lot. I didn't even have family members come over here. I didn't even have my brothers come over here giving out too much information. I'm like, damn, nigga, don't be telling them all my goddamn team how we used to get down back in the day. But yeah, so I'm not afraid of nobody. But if I was afraid of somebody, I definitely wouldn't go to no Walmart late at night in the dark, and leave my African nigga in the car. Now, they can fight. Them Africans will fight, right? You left your African nigga in the car and you went up and walked up to the door and just stood at the door. Talking about you didn't want to walk past her car because you was afraid of her. But you walked past her car to get to this Walmart that was closed, that you knew was closed. Child. Anyway, this shit is ridiculous. I'm getting so sick of people taking people to court over some bullshit. But this is probably one of the first or one of the few cases I have heard of where I thought somebody really deserved to hear their case in court. I really do. Because for one, when it came to those guns, man, you normally call the cops on somebody about somebody got a gun. They gonna come in there, guns up, guns loaded, guns cocked. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? You know, I mean, come on. She know what she was doing. She know what she was doing. Hey, Miss Babe. I'm trying to get back to all the people I might have didn't speak to while I was giving my commentary. Very Carrie, what's up? Hey, Queen Diva. Hey, love. How you doing? What's up, Heavy Bear? Verbal Assassin, that's my girl. Verbal Assassin, what's up, Memphis T? Yes. Verbal Assassin said they still going to court. Yes, girl. Well, they won't be going to court no more unless KiKi appeal or unless she don't pay that money. She'll probably have to go to court again. But again, it's 6% interest starting immediately until she pays that $1,000. So, yeah. What's up, Global Empire? How you doing? You said just heard about this. Child, Global, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you welcome Jill's Comfort Zone. Your dishes look absolutely wonderful. Like they should be in a food magazine. Like seriously, whoever said your food looks, they lie. They lie. They lie. Mm-hmm. Yep. 5,000 tax credit for me and additional income for her. Amen. Amen. But yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to come and tell y'all what really happened, what really took place in court yesterday, and the outcome, and the reason why the judge granted the VS, the icon, the $1,000. So, and I didn't put 20 on 10. I gave you the facts of your life. Okay? And on that note, if anybody wants to, again, send the cash out for the commentary, feel free. $40, the hood table, 402. Again, $the hood table 402. Please like and share the video on your way in or on your way out. What's up, Dobie? Hey, Dobie. What's up? You gotta chill. Y'all just coming in. Y'all gonna have to hit the replay. The replay play. The replay play. Okay. And by the way, I do not give permission for anybody to use any footage of mine unless it is the VS, the icon, or unless you hit me up and I give you permission. There's a few people on here that I'm really close to that has permission. Y'all don't even have to ask. Y'all know who you are. People who I speak to outside of YouTube. If y'all want to do commentary, use some video footage, feel free. But anybody else, you do not have my permission to use any of my video footage, the audio, nothing. I will strike. I will strike. On that note, everybody, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.